Hey guys, welcome back to Jidong Atoll. This is episode 5, and today we're going to be working mainly on the park entrance. So this is where the guests will arrive and kind of enter into this square which I've built off camera. Now for the life of me, it took me far too long to work out what I wanted. I experimented with a few things, but in the end I decided upon kind of like a 1800 style quarter, so sort of like a British heritage sort of European area. And I'm probably going to stick with this pattern in terms of making like kind of sections across the map, so there'll be certain themes and you'll cross from one into the next. What I'm planning to have is the more sedate ride towards the front of the map where the guests arrive in some of the old style buildings, so hidden within them. In the actual square though, it's kind of like a food court in a way. There's seating area and lots of places to eat and drink. So I just thought I'd pan out briefly and actually show you the rest of the map, because I realise I've not really done this. I've not really given you guys a recap of what we've already created. And I know for some of you who might not have seen episodes 1 through 3 that we actually created an airport, and the whole idea behind this, in case you didn't see those episodes, is that this is kind of like a background of where the guests arrive, and yeah, they fly into the airport and come to the park. This is all just some grand elaborate scenery. It's not really anywhere we're actually going to build on. It just kind of gives you a bit more of a backdrop to the rest of the island, I suppose. So in regards to the time lapse you're about to watch, I will be skipping through things a little bit quicker than I normally do. And by that I mean, for example, if I show you building one wall on one building, I might not show you doing the same thing on the next adjacent building, just to kind of save time and hurry things along in a timely fashion. I'm so excited to show you guys what I've created. I know that this episode might not show you everything because, to be fair, I've actually done a fair bit of work. There's a lot of time gone into it, so it's hard to compress it down into a 20-minute video, for example. But I hope you appreciate the work that's gone into it. I'm really excited to show you the end product. I'm so chuffed. I'm really happy with it. So anyway guys, I'm going to leave you with a time lapse now. I'm going to try and whistle through it as quick as I can, because I know you're as eager as me to see the final cinematic shots of it all. I know that I'm biased, but I think in the next 2 episodes we really do take it to a whole new level. Anyway guys, without further ado, here's the time lapse and I'll catch you guys later.
Can you hear my voice? Coming through the noise.
So that's pretty much the main entrance completed. The idea behind it was kind of more of a Victorian style. Where I grew up was very much dominated by Victorian architecture up in Yorkshire in the UK. I guess subconsciously I probably got a lot of inspiration from that, and yeah, I think it kind of works. Originally I thought perhaps doing something like castle related, but it felt a little bit too cliche, and I think this looks quite good. Unfortunately, the next bit is slightly different in that I accidentally pressed a cheat which enabled me to own all the land, and to undo that I had to resave the entire save game as a scenario and start again. The main difference you'll see is actually that I decided to make the entire island area where I'm building grassed over, so it looks a bit more realistic. Next up I'm going to be building the cathedral. So this is another building between the main entrance and the square. I went for a kind of like a black theme. There's no real inspiration for this one, but I just thought it looked really cool, so hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll leave you with a time lapse. Well, that's the cathedral finished, or pretty much finished. I'm just adding these little bit of brick pieces just to kind of give it that extra 3D volume. I think it adds that bit of extra detail which really makes it pop. You may have noticed halfway through that I actually changed the orientation of the towers. I actually had them originally facing the park entrance, and this kind of just looked a bit weird. I realised that it should be actually facing towards the square, so I changed that. Now, I'm pretty pleased with the black brick. I don't know how you guys feel, you have to let me know, but I think it gives it this kind of cool, dark, gothic vibe, and certainly adds something to the square anyway. So, next I'm going to be working on this giant manor house. This is completely different and something I'd never done before in terms of scale, and I was kind of testing the water with the cathedral in terms of doing something on this kind of scale, in terms of this kind of detail, but yeah, it's kind of this country house, this gentry sort of palace, if you will. And I'm, again, really pleased. It adds another level to this whole area. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you with the rest of the time lapse again, and I'll see you in a bit.
She's so dramatic, posted caption, I say no regrets. But that's just a cover up, I know the truth, I lied to tech. Yeah. You slept on me, collected season now that keep you up at night. That should keep you up at night. Oh, I seen this play out before. I moved on and now you're bored. My new relationship is popping, something you can't ignore. I seen this play out before. I moved on and now you're bored. My new relationship popping and you just can't ignore it. Like you can't stand the picture of my girl all up on me. You said, do you ever wonder what me and you couldn't be? And the truth is I don't think about it often, honestly, girl. Who do you think you're fooling? Every caption that I read, I see through. These reactions to captions say never looking back, but that don't include when she think about what we could have had. You learn from me, don't drag your feet, now that shit weighing you down all day long, cause you're on your own. I've seen this play out before, I moved on and now you're bored. My new relationship is popping something you can't ignore. I've seen this play out before, I moved on and now you're bored. My new relationship popping and you just can't ignore it. Now you can't stand the picture of my girl all up on me. You said, do you ever wonder what me and you couldn't be? And the truth is I don't think about it often, honestly, girl. Who do you think you're fooling? Every caption that I read, I see through what you want me to believe is the truth. Every caption that I read, I see through what you want me to believe is the truth. But I moved on from you when I met her. Hit you with the truth, I know that hurt you, don't it? I got more to lose cause I'm with her. And now you're just a moment caught in time that you're frozen on, cause I know that you can't stand the picture of my girl all up on me. You said, do you ever wonder why me and you couldn't be? And the truth is I don't think about it often, honestly, girl. Who do you think you're fooling? Every caption that I read, I see through what you want me to believe is the truth. Every caption that I read, I see through what you want me to believe is the truth. I moved on from you when I met her. Hit you with the truth, I know that hurt you, don't it? I got more to lose cause I'm with her. And now you're just a moment caught in time that you're frozen on.
And that's the Manor House complete. What do you guys think? I think it's actually surprisingly reminiscent of Kedleston Hall near Derby in the UK. I didn't intend for that to be the case, but looking at it now with its kind of dome centre, it just reminds me of that. I don't know. Anyway, I want to know what your guys' thoughts because I'm pretty proud of this. And I'm excited to show you what I've created next. So, I don't want to spoil anything, but I've been adding rides around these buildings and adding more to them. This is going to be part 1 episode of what I'm planning to call perhaps Chamberlain Square or something like that. I've been trying to rack my head and think of an idea of a place name for this kind of little quarter that I've made. If you guys have any ideas though, let me know, and I might even use them if they're that good. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I feel like we've taken this to a whole new level really in terms of detail and, well, again, don't want to spoil things, but with rides around these buildings, I think it's really going to make them pop. You may have noticed I've put down a little boating lake there, and well, it would be a bit rude if I didn't put any rowing boats on it, so you'll see in the next episode I may add a little ride to it, you never know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, bye.